Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll return it. He was bold to bring that thing out of the... first down. Here comes this offense. Now on the option. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room.
Turns it on down the left side. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Barely 2 minutes into the game, and they're already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Running back searching for a hole. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the toss to the left. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
He's brought down at the 18-yard line. Offense facing 4th down.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked. They kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Texas.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. That is not what he had in mind on that return as he goes out of bounds and leaves the offense with terrible field position at the 8. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give to the right. Not much room there. They'll give him one to the 9.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Quick handoff. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some bounds and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And the tackle was made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry. They all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got him wide open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. At LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Collins. Looking left. Hauls it in. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Give him 6. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Bevo is a ground-based animal, and he has to like what he's seeing right now from this running game.
The beef up front doing their job, creating some holes, making some alleys, get those running backs. I think Texas, when you can pound the rock and you can use your big guys up front, you can win a lot of football games.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up to the passing.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll try to pick up the first. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Collins. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, look out. Touchdown LSU. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He turns that loose down the right side. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy is really...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Pulls it in. It's Gibson. At the 20, he's got space. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. From the gun, looking for a man. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on third down? Trying to bully their way in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And he's going to run it back. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter. Got a lot of running room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Offensive line would love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together.
It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll try the run, fighting off the defender. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Never a doubt. Put a 3 spot on the board as we finish quarter number 3. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the third. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He'll start this third quarter with a run. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Rides to the back. The Tigers will have a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Collins. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's got him this time. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He's going to bring it out from deep. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the ball. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Coming up, 4th down.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Pressure coming. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Steps away. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
You know, zone blitzes are so hard to identify if you're a quarterback, and sometimes there's small indicators that can give it away. Maybe it's a defensive end standing up in a 2-point stance. Maybe it's DBs piggybacked over top of each other in coverage. But if you don't see it, you might get hit in the back of the head.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Off play action. Now sliding to his left. That's caught. It's Durham. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the first down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
Looking for the score. And the ball is picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
On the option. Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Tackle is made after the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
The option look. Hard running there. Makes it past the marker.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
On the option. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Short, quick, precise passing game. Good enough to move the sticks.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, LSU 24, Texas 10.
First down to start the drive after the break. He'll ride his man on the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Skips away from pressure. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quick pass on the fly motion. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Smashes through. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
He'll toss it. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. So the 16-play drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. You can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time.
Lost one deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The give as they work on that clock. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
At the 35, he's open. Off he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Appalachian State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And in this situation, late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. He's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Longhorns in the hurry up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. You know, you think 3rd and inches, let's see if we can get a big play. Instead, the defense turns in a big play.
Huge play, because you're thinking run on 3rd and inches. The quarterback decides to throw the football, and you still get to him, get after him, and now put yourself in a much better position on 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Coming after it. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Discards a man.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting a field goal on the board, they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. The give to the tailback. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds a crease at the 20. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Got his man. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
There we go. There's step 1. There's a lot of things that needs to happen for this offense, but they started with the touchdown. Time's ticking out. We got to go for 2 here. Cut this to 8, where we maybe can get another score and get that 2-point conversion to tie.
He's into the end zone for the 2, and we've got a 1-possession game here in the 4th. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive. 45 seconds left to go, and the whole thing pretty much comes down to this onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. They're getting this guy lathered up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, LSU.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Looking for the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to